Mia, come. Yes. Mia, come. Yes. Oh, did I miss it? Mia, come. Yes. Good girl. Mia, come. Yes. Once I can tell that the dog isn't really concerned with the sound of the Dremel, then I like to move to this step. All I'm going to do is make sure that she is comfortable with me approaching her with this on and approaching her with it off. I'm gonna make sure she's comfortable with me touching her nail like for a second with it off, and then touching her nail for a second with it on. And then I'll show you what the next step is after that. So first I'll start with it off and just make sure she's comfortable with me approaching her. Yes. Most of the times dogs are not uncomfortable with you approaching them. It's just helping to break down the steps so that when I do turn it on, it's not so overwhelming or scary. Yes. And right now she's just working off of her kibble. Yes. Yes. Oh. Yes. Now I'll turn it on. Yes. 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 Now, if the dog were concerned with this and stopped taking food, then I would know that I cannot move forward. I would have to keep working on that step or even break it down into smaller steps before I move on. But she's clearly comfortable with it. It doesn't bother her. She doesn't really have any memories or connections to this. So I'm gonna keep moving forward. The next step is for me to take the cap off. It'll be a little bit noisier with it off. Yes. 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 She doesn't totally love me touching her paw, so we're gonna work on that a little. Yes. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab her paw, grab her paw at the same time and just kind of go towards. Make sure she's okay with that. Yes. 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 So now the next step would be for me to touch her paw with this, not with the grinder, just so she could feel the vibration. Yes. 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 I'm going to do the other paw to make sure she's okay with both. Yes. 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 Good girl. Yes. Now we'll take a little break because the next step is going to be for me to touch her nail to the grinder, but I'm going to keep it off first. These like small steps are really important because it helps the dog with anything that they're concerned with or excited with, but in this case concerned. It helps them to see the ending quickly, to see the end result quickly, and so that they never escalate into like a panic mode, and they're more willing to keep participating because it wasn't so scary after all. So breaking things down into these tiny steps for anything a dog is concerned with is super important. So now I'm just gonna grab her nail and have it touch the metal grinder with it off. Yes. And I'm gonna do that with each nail. Yes. Yes, good girl. And she could see the predictability behind this activity. She realizes after I've done it 4 or 5 times, it wasn't resulting in anything bad. So that's why she's so willing to participate. Yes, good girl. Yes, and a lot of dogs don't really like their front paws touched, so I also have to help with that. Yes. Yes. Good girl. All right, and then for the final step, we're gonna turn it on and I'm gonna tap her nail, just one nail to the grinder and see how she responds to that. It could either, this is the first time she's ever feeling it, at least as far as I know. So it might frighten her so much where she might jump off the bed, and that's okay, I'm gonna let her. Yes, but notice how short I kept it. I did not do it for a long time. Yes, good girl. So she stops moving. Yes, nice job. And I'm not gonna do this for a long time. I'll just spend a few more seconds. Yes. Nice job, baby girl. She's a little uncomfortable, so I'll wait. That's it, yes. Very good girl. Okay. Yes, and that's it. I'm gonna be done for today. What I might do is then for each meal that she eats, I will do 1 or 2 nails just for a few seconds, and then she gets her entire bowl of food as a reward. And after a few days, she will be more and more willing to just sit there and let me trim her nails. But right now, I'm not worried about getting them trimmed. I'm just worried about conditioning her to this. And what that means is I want her to feel comfortable so that I can sit there and actually trim them. I don't want to have to hold her down or muzzle her or anything like that. I want her to just be accepting of it and see the predictability behind it, that it's not bad, but that she gets food out of it. So you'll see that on the next video with her bowl of food. All right, so I have her whole bowl of food. This is the first time we're doing this. I'm only going to Dremel a nail for about 2 seconds, and then she's gonna get this whole bowl as a reward, and that's it until the next meal. So I really wanna create a conditioned, excited response, and it's gonna take us for a couple of weeks, but you'll see the progression over time. So this is our first one. We're doing it for 2 seconds, and that is it. She's never done this before. She has no idea what I'm gonna do. And when I do release her, she's probably not gonna be sure that she's gonna be getting her food, but we'll see how she responds for her first time. So I'll place this up here to keep it out of the way. We'll do 1 nail, 2 seconds, 2, yes. Good girl. That's it. And one thing to add, she did really well with that, but not every dog gets that quickly. Some dogs are more accepting than others. So just because I was able to move that fast, it doesn't mean you're going to. Never move forward until you can tell your dog is comfortable with what you're doing. And what does that mean? What does that look like if they're comfortable? It's almost like they're waiting for you to give them treats. They're expecting the food, that they're willing to tolerate what you're doing because they know they're getting food. Or if they're excited for the food, that's how you know that you're ready to move on. Good luck. Okay, so we're going to continue conditioning Mia to the Dremel. So I'm gonna just do a few things to make sure she's comfortable with it before we do the actual dremeling of her nail on the grinder. So first I'll make sure she's just comfortable with me coming towards her. She seems fine, yes. Coming towards her, yes. And since she seems fine with that, I can move on with it turned on. Coming towards her, turn that light off. Seems fine, yes, but I'll do like 3 of those, unless she shows me she's not comfortable. Yes, since she seems comfortable, now I'm gonna do where I actually grab her paw. Yes, that one was, she was slightly uncomfortable with that. Yes. So I'm gonna do more than 3 for that. Yes. Yes. Now she seems really comfortable with it. She understands the predictability behind it, that nothing bad is happening. Whoopsie. Yes. Okay. Now I'm gonna actually touch her paw to the grinder so she can feel the vibration. Yes. And I'm just giving her her kibble. Yes. So we're not giving her unnecessary calories. Yes. Yes, but not all dogs would be willing to take kibble for this, so you use what your dog is willing to work for. Yes. Yes. I'm also going to try the other paw. Sometimes dogs can be sensitive with different paws. Yes. So I want to make sure she's comfortable with both. Yes. She seems good with that, so now I'm going to head over to her back paws. Yes. I've noticed most dogs are pretty comfortable with their back paws. Yes. Very good. All right. Next step. All right, this is gonna be the third time we're doing this. We've got her meal again. Got the Dremel. I'm gonna Dremel for maybe 4 or 5 seconds, or maybe do 2 nails for a couple of seconds, see how she handles that. I'll mark and reward. You'll hear me mark with a yes, which she's still learning, by the way, so she doesn't fully know it. And then she will come get her food. Nope, place. Good girl. I know, you're looking for the bowl, huh? You're looking for the bowl. You're ready. All right, let's see how you do. A little different standing up, huh? Flip your paw and do this. And yes. Good girl. 3, come, place. Good job, buddy. Down. Nice. All right, our next step is I'm going to give her meal. It's just her kibble soaked in water with some sardines that are packed in water. No salt added. So it just makes it a little extra tasty for her. I'm going to give this to her as a reward for allowing me to touch one nail to the Dremel for about 2 or 3 seconds, or whatever she's willing to give me. And I'm gonna do this for each meal for the next few days, and the more comfortable she is with it, the more nails I can do. I'm gonna grab a paw. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. Good girl. She let me do it for about 4 seconds. That's pretty good. That's it for today. All right, we are ready for the next Dremeling session. She typically only eats once a day, but I did break her meal into 2 so that I can do this twice and get even more repetitions in. So we'll start with the first bowl. She already knows that I have it, and she's already looking at me excited. So we're gonna get her on the cot first. I'll put this bowl up here. Okay. Mia, place. Very nice job. Now I have the leash on her because I noticed that when I release her with free, she doesn't always get off the cot right away, so I want to use this to help her know that she can get off the cot. Okay. Mia, down. That's very good, honey. All right, so we're gonna just Dremel 1 or 2 nails for a few seconds and see how that goes. 1, 2, 3, good. 1, what? 1, 2, 3, yes. Good. And then, yeah, place. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Yes. Good girl. Yeah, place. Yes. All right, we're ready for another nail Dremeling session. I don't have as much time today, so I just put her entire meal in one bowl. We're just gonna do 1 repetition today. Mia, place. Good girl. Oh, very happy today. Mia, down. Good girl. gonna try to do 2 paws today. On that side, and the cat fell off. Yes, good girl. That's it, come on, good girl. That's it. Mia, place. Down. Yes. Back. All right, so it's been about a full week since I've had her, and we've been practicing this dremeling just about every single day for every single meal. This is her 1 meal today, but earlier, since Saturdays are my dremeling days for my personal dogs, she did allow me to Dremel her nails, which you should have seen in the other video, but I'm gonna keep this going for at least another week, maybe 2, just depends on her progress. I just wanna keep that positive perception of the Dremel going, even though she did great today. Mia, place. Good. And I'm gonna start her back nails today because I have not done any work with her back nails. Good, Mia down. See how she handles her back nails today. Good girl. Excellent. Take that off because that counts. Yes. Good girl. That's it. Another day of nail dremeling. She already did a great job, but I want to keep this process going, keep that positive association going. So I'm still going to use just 1 bowl of her meal, and I'm going to start doing the back paws. One of the things that is important for you to notice is I'm not spending a long time on each nail. This is not a dremeling session where I'm trying to trim her nails. This truly is just to build a positive association to the Dremel, to the feeling, the vibration. When you make it over with quickly, they're more willing to go through it because they were able to see the end result quickly. And when they see the end result quickly, they're like, oh, that's not so bad. I can do that, and I get a whole bowl for it. I can do this. And then over time, you can keep increasing that. So I'll probably try to do like 2 back nails just for like 2-3 seconds each. All right. Mia, place. Good girl. And you can see a difference between the way she's getting on the cot now. She's like hopping on because she knows what we're doing and she's excited. Good girl. Eat a good girl. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. She's still doing great. So I'm going to go ahead to a 3rd nail and a 4th nail. All done. Yes. That's it. Good girl. Lots of progression from the first few days to today. Mia, place. Good girl. Down. Another day of nail dremeling. I'm gonna try to do every single nail, but only for like a second or 2. Okay. Mia, place. Girl. Here. Good girl. Good girl. girl. Yes. That's it. Very good, honey. So you can see there were a couple of paws she pulled away, but not horribly. It wasn't enough that it made her want to run up and like get out of there. So that's kind of the results I'm looking for. So that's why I'm going to keep this going for another week or so. Yeah, place. Good girl. It's a good girl. That's very good. Make this photo. Good job. Yes. I didn't even ask her to get on. Love it. That's very funny. You good girl. She's a good girl. Good girl. Very good. Yes. Nice job, baby girl. Good girl. Yes. He's very good. Good girl. Girl. Oop. Almost. We're almost done. Down. Almost done. more nail. All done. Okay? One more nail. Are you all done, Go Girl? You're all done. You did it. I'm proud of you. That's it. 4 doggies done. Mia, place. Girl. Right here. Oh, no, that's not where I wanted you. Good girl. You're such a good baby. You're such a good baby. Coral. Ah! Sweet angel, girl. She's a sweet baby. Very mama. Oh, she's a good girl. All right. This is not doing a good job. One more nail. This is the last nail, girlfriend. Last nail. Yes. Nice job. That's it, baby girl. You did it. Free.